Hello everyone and welcome back around to the Daybound server. In this video we're going to get our first shop up and running on the server, but first I'm going to need a lot of ice. I'm going to also need some spruce wood, some snowballs, and finally I will get myself some calcite and shiny crystals. So now that I've gathered up all of the materials, I've just been over here in the shopping district looking for the perfect spot to build our first shop, and I think I'm going to build it here next to Obney's Beds and Bug Shop. I found a nice big open space here where it'll fit perfectly. So let's jump into a little time lapse of the build, and once that's finished we'll come back and we'll have a little look on the inside and we'll see what I'm going to be selling. And there we have it, Vice Kings is now open for business. So as you may have guessed from the name and all of the white and blue blocks that I use for the shop, I'm going to be selling primarily snow and ice here. And I just wanted to take a little second to show off this little ice panel. I found this online and just had to make a slight altercation to it to work with the new loom. But I really like how it looks, and you can find a link to that in the description down below. And also just this little bit of detail here. So I wanted to give it a little look like the roof was dripping. So I've used some dyed glass here, just to make it look like some icicles are hanging from the underside of the roof. And I've also added this over here as well, which is a very small detail and not the most impressive bit of Minecraft building, but I really like it. And coming inside the shop, this is the interior. So it's definitely more of a modern looking interior than your traditional Viking interior, but I think that fits in pretty nicely with the overall theme of the shopping district, just being a lot of different styles being combined together, as we have a little visitor there. And as you can see for the floor, I've decided to go with a light blue glazed terracotta. I feel like this is a block that doesn't get used much in Minecraft, and I've used it a few times in my western areas, especially for shops and the floors and in the walls. I think it just helps stand out and give you something a little bit different, especially when the walls are quite plain in here. Then this is my little snowman employee here, and I've looked behind the cash register. I've gave him a little bow just to make sure that none of the other Daybounders try their hand at robbing us. Then if we head upstairs here, I've added in some extra barrels for some extra storage, so this way I can bring over just a bunch of materials, stock up downstairs and dump any excess up here, and that will save me going back and forth a few times. Then in this section here I've got a little crafting area, so a little crafting bench, decoration blocks, a stray head because I get tons of them over at my area and felt that fit in quite nicely over here as well. Then heading up here, I've gave myself a little bedroom in the shopping district, so just another place where I can dump off some gear, got a spare end chest here and a little place to sleep and respawn whenever I'm around this area. Then some windows I can open for fresh air. And as I was building up Vice Kings, I noticed I was missing a few blocks, so I decided to stop by the community storage over in the Daybound village to see if they had the blocks. And while I was there looking around for the blocks, I ran into Marks, who Granville had asked to come and fetch me for our first meeting. Now, for the ones of you that don't know, Granville is actually the village elder of Daybound Village, and he was the one that brought the original Bounders here for their help. And a little part of me is starting to think that maybe he was the reason that I didn't die in that creeper explosion and how I ended up here. So when Mark said that he wanted to speak with me, I thought it'd be a good opportunity to learn a little bit more about Daybound and maybe see if I can get to the bottom of how I ended up here.
Hey Doom. How you doing?
Hey Marks.
So Granville's asked me to find you. He said he wanted to talk to you about something and like just generally talk to us. So since you're here, do you want to pop down to his house and have a chat?
Yeah, it'd be good to finally meet Granville and introduce myself to him.
Yeah, sure. Well, come on then. Let's head down. He's only down here. He's back in his house now. Granville, it's Marks. I'm coming in. Oh, you're upstairs. Okay, we're coming up. Oh, in his normal spot.
I think it was
So
trying.
Granville, this, as you asked, this is Doom. You asked me to bring him over. So Granville, Doom.
Nice to finally
This
meet you.
is Granville, the elder of the village. Right. Okay. Let's have a look at this book then, since he wants us to see what this is about.
With Granville's unrest about what is the best profession to choose within the village is peaked. We've decided we should set out on our own and create our own profession-specific village. Until the day the Great Heart Emerald Dorothy is discovered, we will never agree on which is the best. Therefore, we cannot live in peace amongst the others. With this, we will no longer be living within our home village. Thank you for your teachings, Daybound Village's new generation.
Wow, that's a bit worrying.
Yep, very.
So, all the new generation has left the village, and they want us to. Well, yeah, this was a Granville, and there's the rest. It's Granville. Is there anything you want us to do with this? Right. Okay, so you want us to help them as much as we can, because we helped here as well. Is that right? That's what you're saying. So you want us to help them like we helped build here, wherever we can. All right, that sounds fine to me. What do you think? That all right, Doom?
Yeah, I can help out. I just moved in next to a village and there's a lot of empty space there, so I can definitely help villagers find some homes.
So we'll help all the newer generation out as much as we can wherever they need it, Granville. So don't you worry about it. The bounders are on the case. So I guess that's it really. Like we'll need to find where they've set up camp and help them out.
Yeah.
Well, it was good to see you again, Granville. As always. Hope you're enjoying life out of prison still.
And thanks for the Christmas gift. He's a nice old man.
He's a lovely old man. I don't know why he got arrested.
So that was a very interesting meeting we had with Granville. But since I suspect that he was the one that did save my life, and since we're over here at a village that I want to improve, especially since the villager population has dwindled drastically here, I think helping Granville and the other villagers out and giving them somewhere safe and somewhere they can call home would be a very good and fitting idea, especially for a little Viking village that we're wanting to create. As well as meeting up with Marks and Granville, I also met up with Obney, Sev and Rabbit to go and fight the End Dragon. Then afterwards they decided to come over here for a little visit because none of them had been over here at that point. And as you can probably tell from the structures behind me, some shenanigans were definitely had. But I figured I would show you the End Dragon fight in case you were interested, and it would also give me a little bit of time to clean up my area.
Professional Minecrafter.
Yeah, professional.
All right, you guys ready? Oh,
Yep.
Here we go.
No.
Here comes the dragon.
Woo! There we go. Am I recording? I think I am. Replay mod. If anybody wants replay mod video of it later or file. It should be done within 5 minutes.
Yeah, so hopefully it's strong enough. 3, oh.
Oh!
Why did I take that? Spyglass.
Right.
Little thing.
Can't find the dragon.
Where is it? Why is it so?
Yay!
This
There
one.
you go.
The dragon. Where is it? Again?
It's in the
Dragon. Okay, I saw it, but I didn't see it. Who else wants to spy at the dragon?
Well, I can still a shot, thank you. Obney, Spyglass.
What? Huh? Oh.
Thank you very much.
I borrow that real quick.
Oh, yeah, yeah. There you go.
There we go.
Oh, I set myself on fire.
We all got to see a blade.
Oh, did you get it shooting straight up?
I don't know. Did I? Oh, I got it.
Yeah, very
Pro
nice.
gamer. I set myself on fire. Where are the other ones?
I think there's one just at Obney. Yeah.
fight the dragon, not the rabbit. Flying rabbit.
Come on, I need your cube.
The lore of the dragon.
He's so
is
loud.
slain by the Viking. Where's the Viking at? There he is.
Yeah. Had to turn the
There's
dragon
a
down.
dragon.
We're just pelting her. It's like fireworks, all these flames, arrows flying around.
Dragon hunting, sponsored by Marx's books.
Where? There we go, I finally hit her.
Did you know that Marx lost the only dragon egg in the void?
Nice.
True crime. Oh, I murdered it. I murdered
Nice
it.
one.
I murdered it. I murdered it.
So we enjoyed the footage from the dragon fight. We did say afterwards, because it went that quickly, we would have fought it a few more times, but we only had those 4 crystals. So that idea got shot out of the water pretty quickly. And I just wanted to take a quick second just to say that I've been really enjoying my time on the Daybound server. It's quite difficult to say exactly why I've been enjoying it so much. But getting to meet everyone and collaborate and hang out off camera has been really enjoyable, and I always look forward to coming on the server. But before we finish up the episode, I've got a couple of things that I want to take care of and get them built as soon as possible. And the first thing I want to do is get an iron farm up and running, and as you can see, I've went ahead and done that. So this is an iron farm designed by fellow YouTuber Voltrox that I'll leave linked in the description below. And as you can see, we've got some villagers down the bottom here, there's a zombie over at the other side, and the iron golems spawn up top, pushed by the water into a little bit of lava just where that iron golem is standing. Then I've also extended this by adding an iron filter here, so our poppies get sorted down this line, gets composted into bone meal, and the iron goes in here. So I quite like this design because it's quite easy to get set up, and it's also quick as well. You don't need to worry about wrestling with villagers and zombies and boats and minecarts and transporting them in the sky. All you need to do is dig a hole, put the villagers down a hole, and you can find a zombie walking around the caves. Then the only real thing you need to worry about is making sure everything in the caves surrounding is spawn protected, so the iron golems don't spawn out here, and they only spawn in this chamber. So to do that, I've just slapped around some grey carpets, and it's given the cave an odd homely feeling, if you ask me. And I also lucked out by running into another geode, so I've dug away all of the calcite so I can use that for some more builds, and I also use this as a farm for some amethyst too. But now that we've got all of this iron, I'm going to take this, and this is going to allow us to get started with our second project to finish up today. And that's to get an ice farm up and running. So this is an ice farm design that I got from Shulkercraft, also on YouTube, and you can find a link to that video in the description as well. So what I've done is I've taken the farm and I've built it 4 times. So this larger square is made up of 4 individual squares, which is the farm, and inside that farm are 4 smaller squares again, which is where you can see the ice is formed and we have our water. Then I've also went along the sides, just adding a little bit of decoration and detail, using some chains and walls and fences. It is not functional to keep anything out, so it's not the safest farm, but I'm going to be going about all the different squares and mining, so I don't really need to worry about being AFK and dying by a zombie getting in. Then I've dug this little cave out here in this mountain just for a little bit of aesthetics and somewhere I can hide safely while I'm gathering up some extra snow, some storage for buckets and things like that, ice, crafting section, little campfire just for, again, a little bit of detail. And along the sides I have a bunch of cauldrons where we collect in powdered snow, and also have a big row over in that side there as well. So yeah, I've already used this to get some stock over at Vikings, and it is very quick at getting ice. The only bad thing is it drains your pickaxe very quickly as well, so I'm definitely going to need to get netherite sooner rather than later. to save me needing to constantly repair my pick. And that's going to do it for this video, so thank you very much for watching, and if you have any suggestions for any other shops or even services that are Viking Nordic themed that you think the Bounders would like, feel free to let me know in the comments below. I will never say no to earning some more shiny blue rocks. And on your screen now you can find the previous Daybound video as well as a video that YouTube thinks you would like, and if you did enjoy the video be sure to like and subscribe for more Minecraft content in the future, and until then, I'll see you later. Bye!